know why, but you are watching the Madness Comic Network. Are you mental?
All right. Back one time again with Atomic Annie. We call it Atomic Madness around here. We have in one half of the awesome group called Atomic Annie.
Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Glad to be here again. Hey, Ghost, how you doing?
Good, man. Good, man. So how was your Halloween?
Oh, pretty good. We typically don't do much Halloween per se, but it's always a fun night to just chill out and see the kids in their costumes. It's always fun. So
Right. Yeah, I used to dress up and be all funny about it, but now my kids are grown now. Yeah, youngest one's 13 now, so
we were never lucky enough to have kids, and so we just enjoy the neighborhood, and but yeah, it was a good weekend. It was good to finally play a show again Thursday.
I know that's right. That was fantastic. So how'd you adjust to the time change?
Oh,
The time change.
Yeah, I've fared far better than our cats. They are convinced that it's mealtime all the time today because they can't quite figure out when we're going to feed them now.
Wow. Yeah.
So they're just like, food now food.
I didn't even remember or know until I woke up, and then I just cut my electronics on, and then the first thing was somebody talking about the time change. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Well, for these days, it's like almost every clock you own just changes automatically anyway. And so it's easy to forget until you look at the microwave and you're like, wait, how's it 9:30? Oh, it's not. That's the one that didn't change.
A few years back, I acquired a few grandfather clocks.
Oh, neat.
So, and even when I stream, I have to take the weight off of them and then reset them a little bit. Some of them because it's so loud.
Oh,
so I have to. Each one has its own little mechanism, you like a little key in this way and that way, and it's kind of fun to reset them, but it's a pain when you're not ready for it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
This year I just wasn't ready for it. I was like, oh crap, do all this. Yeah, wall clocks are easy. You just pick them up and spin the wheel and then put them back on the wall.
Yeah.
Grandfather clocks are a little bit aggravating. I love them though. I love the tones and stuff, and they're all different. So cool.
Yeah,
all right.
Really neat.
We'll get into jam here, and when we come back, me and Tavian's gonna have a little talk, and then.
Right. Sounds good, man.
Here we go.
Oh, what was that?
Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So
you were kind of fuzzing out there on the first couple of words. But,
oh yeah, is
yeah,
it
but
okay?
you're good now. Yeah.
All right. So, Tavian, how did you get started, like playing music? What was the inspiration, the spark that started all this?
Oh, way back when.
Yeah.
Geez.
Well,
I mean,
and then maybe build up to like what really sparked it. You know, not
yeah.
it started.
Well, I started my. I can't remember exactly how it came to be. I want to say my brother somehow acquired an old upright piano. And it came into the house. We got it cleaned up and fixed and tuned up. And I mean, I must have been 4 or 5 when this happened, maybe 6.
So real young. Yeah.
Real young.
Yeah.
And just started playing around. But the thing is, I was lucky enough to grow up in an area and an era when part of just regular everyday school from K through 5, you had math class, you had, in fact, for me, you had 8.
Mo, you still there?
Am I here?
Yeah, you
Okay.
fuzzed up that time.
Okay. I think I was on.
So I heard from the time I was 8, and then.
Oh, okay. So it's been a while. So yeah. So basically, I grew up in a town, and really kind of in an era when I had one teacher in like K through 5. Kindergarten through 5th grade. It was each year you got a teacher, and that was your teacher for every subject, except for one subject. And there was actually one subject where we left that classroom and went to a special classroom.
Yep,
and this was a subject that every single student took, and that subject was music.
Mm-hmm. We had
and
art and music. Thank
yeah,
God.
this was just music. It wasn't art. It was just music, and we learned the basics of reading music. We learned, I think I want to say in 4th or 5th grade, we learned the recorder. It's the first musical instrument we got.
I was just supposed to bring up the recorder.
Yeah, and so I always, from a very, very early age, had some music education. And so, when the piano came into the house, I just kind of naturally, it was kind of one of those things, since I'd already had 2-3 years of school under my belt, music wasn't completely foreign to me. And so, I just always loved music. And so I just immediately sat down at the piano, and songs that I liked, I started just picking out the melody from what I could hear.
Right.
And so when my parents heard me doing that, they just always encouraged me anytime I picked up music.
That's important.
Yeah. And so, 6th grade rolls around, and we, for the first time, have the concept of an elective in school, and I could choose music or art, and I could not do anything visual arts wise. And so band or art. And so I chose band. And then, of course, I had to choose a musical instrument. And I think, people who've seen the stream have seen me pull out the saxophone that I've got. My first real instrument that was, something I dedicated time to learning how to play was saxophone.
Saxophone. Okay.
There
we go.
That was chosen 100% solely because I very specifically, intentionally got behind a certain girl in line and listened to what instrument she picked, and I picked the same instrument so I could sit close to her.
There you go. Amen. Hey, it works.
And it's funny because we ended up back and forth all through school competing between first and second chair. But yeah, from there, I stuck with music, wanted to do it, music education. That kind of changed when, I went from small town to very, very, very large town, and too much culture shock too quickly. And but in that meantime, I in high school, a buddy of mine introduced me to Rush, and that is really what made me want to start creating my own music and like break away from saxophone, because that's not very rock star like. And that's when I picked up bass guitar and started learning how to program synths and all that. But yeah. And it's just been, ever since. There's always been some project that I've been in, usually some kind of band, or working with Mal on stuff we talked about before, with just corporate composition and stuff.
From what I've heard you guys say, y'all worked together first before you actually became friends. You met in the industry, maybe?
Well, no, we met. Mal's wife, her sister went to school with my wife, and so we
friends, eh?
Yeah. Mal and I met just at a dinner party, for lack of a better word.
Random, totally random.
Yeah. Well, with the mutual friends, and we hit it off, and but it was really 2 or 3 years that went by after that.
I hear Mal now. Oh, you play music, do you?
Yeah, well, basically, we spent. It's funny. Yeah. We abandoned the dinner party that night and went out to my car and spent the whole evening trading. Ooh, you got to listen to this song. Ooh, you got to listen to this song. Right. And playing them in the car back and forth. But it was really another 2 or 3 years before we really got in touch again, and that was when. I had been hired. I'd done some projects for this guy in the past, and I'd been hired to put together the biggest one yet, and it was a bunch of material for a corporate video project. Mm-hmm. And I desperately needed a second musical brain and pair of hands, and I was like, honey, doesn't that guy, didn't he say he plays guitar? do you think we could get his number?
Luckily, he actually really plays good.
Yeah, and he showed up with, I think we've told this story before, he showed up with 1,000,001 ideas.
All right.
And in about 2 hours, we recorded the first piece of music we ever recorded together, and at that point, it was the best thing I had ever worked on in my career. And so I was like, okay, we got to work together more, and we just from there, yeah, pretty much. And then we just really became good friends, and
he's like, well, maybe twice a week. All right, twice a week.
But yeah, we had several of those projects we worked on together, and then started working on personal projects together, and then
right.
Whatever it was, getting on toward 5 years ago, we started Atomic Annie.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it is for you, and Mal would probably be ecstatic, but the dream is to go like to where this is the job, right? This is
that would be amazing. Yeah. If we if we could grow our channel and to the point where it's actually supporting us, that'd be fantastic.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff here that I put in the chat. Ways you can promote these guys and show your support for them. So you really should. They do great work. It's just a couple of regular dudes that are awesome. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just like us. They go through everything you do, but they learn music early. It's really great to hear, what they do. So, all right, one more question. So if you had your choice of any out there, what would be your favorite instrument to play with? Like I can have this.
Oh man,
this would be the one.
That's a hard question. Back in college, it would have been I can't even confidently say the brand name now. It would have been a particular high-end brand of saxophone whose name I've forgotten now. But
saxophone.
That's what it would have been. Now, oh man, an original like Oberheim synthesizer of some kind, or I've played the the really, really nice Fender jazz basses. I do like those.
Right.
But yeah, I'm a pretty simple to please guy. I'm just as happy with the Behringer knockoff as I am the real thing.
If I had my choice, it would be like one of those really long, really fancy, like super grand piano things.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've gotten
be
to
able
play
to just
on.
play with that thing, just
Yeah,
sitting in a room, cool, wooded out.
yeah,
excellent
yeah.
echo
That would be
round.
nice to have a true concert grand.
That's what I mean.
I've
like,
gotten to play
imagine-
on one. I've gotten to play on a Steinway concert grand. There,
I was at a store one time and flipped the thing up and went ding ding, and there was immediately a guy standing there like,
Yeah.
"Can I help you?" I was just I wanted to touch it once.
yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah. No, oh, am I doing it again?
Yeah, just the hair.
All right.
You're right.
Yeah, my cat was laying on my receiver or transmitter. In the first studio I worked in, they had a full size Antor Steinway concert grand in Studio A,
Right.
and that thing was always. I mean, I swear there was some dude out there doing maintenance and tuning on it once a week. I mean, it was always in just perfect condition, and it was a joy to play. I got to play a few times on that thing because I mean, I was an intern at the studio. I had full run of the place. Walk in and play anything nobody cared, and that was nice. That was a really nice instrument to play.
Right. I had the privilege of doing a project, a flooring project, and it was in just a dude's house. He had a real fancy house, and he had one of these things,
Ooh.
And he calls me into his room, and it's shaped. It's got some angles, but it's mainly like a circle. It's supposed to be a circle, but they couldn't do the perfect circle, so they did a couple of angles with claws. Anyway, well, we were tasked to go in here and move the piano to put a new floor because it was sitting on carpet, and he was like, "This is not working." I'm like, "Why did you put it on carpet?"
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been sitting there forever, so we had to research like people that could even move this thing because
yeah.
I'm not picking up the corner. No, I'm not.
No,
I'm not going to be
no.
that guy.
Yeah.
This thing, I can't. First of all, I probably couldn't afford a new one.
No.
But this is not a new one. This is an old one. And it's pretty fancy. It's been in this spot for at least 10 or 15 years. They put the piano in there with a crane. I'm like, honey, you want me to move it and lay the flooring? Well, we got it done, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And when we got it done, the tunist was there when we put it back into place. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He was just praising us. He was like, "Y'all did so good, and took so much care." I was like, "Well, I didn't know. These guys done it. I just told them I needed it moved. I didn't really do it." He was like, "Yeah, but you did the research and blah blah blah."
Yeah, the fact you didn't try.
He said he only had to retune two strings, the two outside strings where it got pressure on the sides.
Yeah, I could see that.
And the two outside strings, so the first and the 88th, I guess.
Yeah.
He had to retune, and he was like, they were probably out of tune when you moved it. And it was such a,
Yeah. No, it's hard to move a piano without it coming.
Because I didn't want them to say like because I played it, it went out of tune or nothing.
Right.
So only touched it once, and it was when we were discussing how to move it, and I walked to the corner, and that's what I said. I said, "You expect me to pick this corner up and just we're gonna put it down there?" And I touched it. I didn't pick up on it. I just touched it. And he was like, "You got a point." I'm like, seriously, how many dudes do we need?
Yeah.
If we're just going to put it down there? No, we need something that... So we built a ramp. We just kind of slid it down the ramp, put it up on these dollies and built a ramp and just slid it real slow down the ramp.
Yeah.
It's a... So if I had my pick of instrument, it would be one of those because I've never moved an instrument that was that hard. I mean, different things.
Yeah, pianos are funny. They're typically not portable.
No,
and they're I can't think of another musical instrument where the average virtuoso can't tune the instrument.
Right. Right. You need a special this
Right. You know,
a
you think of the average virtuoso on any other instrument, and they can tune it if it needs tuning. But pianists, it's like, no, that thing is so crazy.
it is. It's insane. I mean, this one especially because I mean it was. You know, I always see cartoons and movies and all these big old pianos. You know, never experienced one in person until this. This is when I experienced one of the real ones. You know, like the showing of carvings and all this mess. You know,
it's funny. There was my wife and I will watch just when we need to just shut our brain off a little bit. We watch reality TV, and we were watching The Amazing Race. And one of the challenges that they were in like Bavaria or something. One of the challenges they had was they had to tune a piano. They had to tune like 2 strings and get it in tune so that a concert pianist can actually play a piece on it and it sound right. I was like, oh my God, you people are sadists.
You evil bastard.
I know. It's like one of the hardest challenges they've ever had on the show.
Look, I watched this guy. So they flew this guy in to retune the piano. He has to check every string.
Oh, yeah.
So while we're finishing touches, you know, he's in there with the, you know, playing this thing. You know, it's amazing. He's amazing. You know.
Oh, yeah, most of them are. That's the thing. Most piano tuners are like really good.
Right. So it's one of our favorite days of the whole project because it's been grueling the whole time. But now we're just finishing up. A little paint here, a little touch here, little stain there, blah, blah, blah. And this guy's like tuning the piano. So he's playing it, and it's still in tune. He says he's like, I only had to mess with 2 strings. So he's playing this, and it's resonating through this house because the dude built the house, you know, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this was upstairs, and it was almost like it had little ports in the house. So when you played the thing, it vented through the house, almost like a heating system.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But it was sound, and it played to the house, resonated the house. It was so cool. He explained it to us when we got done, and he paid us all because he was like, "Y'all did such a good job. I want to tell y'all why." You know, and with the carpet, it was like muffling the sound. You know,
oh yeah, that makes total sense that it would.
Was dampening everything, so we needed wood. We needed like several layers of solid wood that would not move under the piano, and the piano was the only thing that was supposed to move, right? The keys, strings,
right?
Everything else in the room, you know, anything the piano touched is what he said. It cannot move, so the piano can move freely. It was a tough job. It was it was years ago. It was back when I was actually installing. Nowadays I'm just selling it and running a store. So anyway, so last question. What do you think that Atomic Annie is next for Atomic Annie?
You know, honestly, I'm not sure. We're just gonna. Our plan is just keep doing what we're doing, you know, trying to, you know, periodically I'll see some new gizmo that looks fun, and I'll buy it and add it to my rig. Mal's still working on building guitars on his side. You know, we're just moving along. You know, trying to keep trying to come up with new ideas musically.
I think you guys fit so well for a project that might include like a comic series. Some kind
you know, it's one of those things that we would love to do, and we've talked about it since the beginning. It's just, you know, we've only got so much time, and there are only.
We know that you guys have the music. We know the comic industry. You know, I don't, but Pop sure does. You know, there's these comics. People that do stories around things, and they can.
Well, you know, that's the thing. I've got a huge chunk of basic backstory and lore and world building already done. It's just a matter of, you know.
Can you write that down for like a simple maybe synopsis of that? So, because there's streams on here that do draw streams, right? And they like spin a wheel. They put different topics on the wheel, and Atomic Candy could be a topic, right? And
yeah.
you could spin the wheel and it lands on Atomic Candy. We could have a small synopsis of what it is, and then they draw it. They just whatever comes to their mind, according to the logo and the thing, and we could get a whole comic out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny. I'm
sure you have things wrote already that we could use, Tavian.
Oh well, I'm not a writer. I don't have a bunch of stuff written per se, but I've got the basic ideas and a decent storyline. I've got the causes for things. I've got the big bad. I've got the big reveal. A couple of different big reveals. Not necessarily planned out, but obviously this isn't something you would tell the audience all at once either. This isn't the entire backstory you give the audience before you get started. It's kind of the story Bible. But
we need a synopsis. We need a simple, broken down 2-3 paragraph at tops of just what you're fixing to get with Atomic Candy, right? It don't have to be perfect. It's something already there.
Yeah.
And you could spin the wheel, land on Atomic Candy, right? And then the person that's facilitating the show, because they just read these 2 paragraphs, right? Okay, this is what we're about to draw. We're going to draw it. And then they spin the wheel, and it gives them another prompt. Like they might be chasing rats, or they might be jumping on a trampoline, or they might be. So it's a cool. It'd be fun.
Yeah. Sounds fun.
Yeah. All right, so we have another segment here.
Yeah, this one is from back in March.
I think this one's from March, right?
Yeah, that last one was our new one.
Newest thing.
Yeah.
Jam out. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, you can replay it on Pilled, Rumble, YouTube, all these places.
Yep.
They're everywhere. Doing it like you should do it. And this is 20 minutes from back in March. Here we go. All right, checking the MIDI. Checking the MIDI.
Yeah.
That's right. We still got a few seconds here.
Yeah, and I didn't have time to get a proper fade, so this
good.
just cuts.
Look, I almost said we talked over it. It was so good.
No worries.
Bro, you guys are amazing.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I'm
Joseph.
just saying.
Thank you.
I love it every time I hear it, man. I'm not going to lie. So, all right. So, where can we find Tavian, first of all? Let's go with this guy.
Well, I don't do much myself on social. About all I do is occasionally I will post something on X under the Atomic Annie account, but you can find me at Chaoctavian on X. That's CHAOC Tavian, TAVIAN on X. But mostly I'm at Atomic Annie OP1. Which is where we are on X, and then you can find us at Atomic Annie Music on YouTube and Rumble, and then I believe it's just Atomic Annie on Pilled. And then
what's on Rumble?
Yeah, same as YouTube. Atomic Annie Music.
Atomic Annie Music. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, all right.
And yeah, unfortunately, there's more than one band out there named Atomic Annie.
When you pick a real fancy name, you know, you gotta learn to flam with the best of them, right?
Yeah. We had to go with AtomicAnnieRock.bandcamp.com because that's all we could find.
Dang it. Well, look, they're still out there, ladies and gentlemen, and all you got to do is click around just a little bit on their stuff. All the things are in the chat. Look, there's let me find it. It's all my links.
Yeah. And one of these days, I'm going to actually find the time to get on like a Squarespace or a Wix or something and actually make us a website.
That's the one right here.
That's, I see Rumble.
That's Rumble? No. Oh, crap. Oh, no.
Oh, we're good with Rumble. Rumble's great. Yeah, there we go.
That's good. All right. So tiny on this little screen. All right. So you go there. You can find them anywhere. I mean, literally, they're everywhere. Every platform. I don't think they're on Blue Sky or none of that mess, but they're.
Yeah, we're not over there. We're not on like Twitch. We tried Twitch for a while, but there's zero traction on Twitch for us. So.
One thing you don't know about us. Look, Tavian. We're also on Twitch.
Oh, okay. Well, we might spin Twitch up again. We've even thought about maybe even spinning up a Kick account, seeing what's up over there.
Who knows?
We tried the whole TikTok thing, but you can't even go live till you got 1,000 subscribers over there. It's how are we supposed to get 1,000 subscribers if they can't see what we do?
All right. So
and making shorts is a pain in the ass.
I guess it's people sharing your stuff. You know, you can share it out from here.
Yeah.
TikTok. I mean, a lot of these people out here, they have TikTok. You know they do. Share out Atomic Annie on TikTok. Get them 1,000 subscribers so they can do it. Come on, guys. You know it's good enough. Nobody's gonna hate on you for sharing this awesomeness. They be like, "That was awesome. Thanks." Right?
Yeah. We would go live there as soon as we were able to. You know, we've got
right there.
Grateful for our Streamlabs subscription because it means we can just kind of multi-stream wherever we want because we don't have to worry about our own bandwidth being used. So
yeah, I mean, certain platforms are just weird and gay or whatever you want to call it. But you know, who cares who likes your music? Who cares who likes your comic book? At least put it out there. If they don't like it, they'll tell you, and then you just leave that place and go where they like it.
Yeah. I did just discover as I was looking through our YouTube channel that somehow at some point in the past, because our last few shows are this way, we're categorized as a gaming stream. So we're gonna have to change that. In fact, I need to I don't know how that's happening, but yeah, I was looking at the back end on the last two shows, and it shows up that they're categorized as gaming. I'm like, that's not what we did.
Is Mal sneaking in his gaming stream? No, he is.
But that could explain why our YouTube traffic just dropped to complete shit recently.
Playing Sonic the Hedgehog over there. I was just like, Mal, what do you know?
But
I got the YouTube link too, guys. Look, go in here and show these guys some love right here.
we would appreciate it for sure.
Right here, easy as pie. Stuff to that channel. They put up stuff all the time. Good music. You could put these guys' channel on a playlist. Yeah, that's it for the whole day. You got tons of stuff up here. I mean, it's almost endless with the amount of awesomeness that's on that channel. It's
Yeah, you can go to our YouTube page, and there's a remixes playlist that has all the for those who are new and haven't heard us before, all those long form live jams that as we have time, we record the multi-track every show. So as we have time, we go in, we pick our favorites, we trim them down 5, 7, 8 minutes, get a good mix and master on them, and then put them up as kind of more normal length songs on our YouTube channel in that remixes playlist. So you can check those out there. A little easier to digest at shorter lengths.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some people, they got stuff to do, right? They ain't got time for the news today. I need some music. I need something awesome in my ear. I got all this stuff to do, and I just want something that's going to make me feel good. You put this on, it makes you feel good while you're doing what you got to do. It just does to me. I put it on all the time when I'm doing things.
Very occasionally we'll hit something heavy, and very occasionally we'll hit something dark. But it's all usually pretty bright music.
it just kind of just for some reason, like when you just click on the playlist, you got this in there. It just takes a life of its own. The mood depends the song. It's weird like that, but it happens. AI is real. It will read your mind. If you click on good stuff, it gives you good stuff. Click on this link right here, that one. All right. Lots of other places you can get these guys. Thanks, Tavian, for coming.
Sure. Always a pleasure.
All right. And
appreciate all your listeners tuning in on the nights that we show up. So.
Right, man.
All right. Well, thanks for having us, Ghost. Everybody, we will talk to you again soon. And come see us Thursday night. We got another live show coming up. Another live show coming up. I spoke too quickly and my words didn't form.
It's going to be their life. Guys doing stuff, man. It's going to be good.
Yeah, two musicians in a room together performing music for realties. So Cool. Well, thanks, Ghost.
No doubt about it, man. I'm going to play a little something from YouTube as we get out of here. A few ads. So, Tavian, thanks for coming.
No problem. Y'all have a great night, and we'll talk
good
soon.
Week, man. See you Thursday.
All right, sounds good, bud. See ya.
Peace. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Tavian of Atomic Annie. What a good dude, man. Subscribe to their channels, man. Do it. So we're going to play the song right here. Get out of here. All right. Here we go. All right. Atomic Annie, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming. Well, we're going to stop sharing. So I won't play music anymore. All right. So we're going to end the stream now. A few ads. Do we have ads on this channel? I think so. We're going to play a few of these. Let's go.
Ozzy, why don't you sing to me? I can always understand you when you sing to me.
Fucking my brains. What is this my publisher sent me? Inked in black with art so sweet.
So what do you think? Do you like it?
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Hell yeah, I like it. It looks wonderful. Let me get this thing. What's up, everybody? Just a quick note to let you know that the Goodbye to Romance Ozzy art book is approved. I went through the proof copy yesterday. This is my grandson's copy, by the way. Nobody else is getting this one. This one's for him. I will put the link to where you can get your copy in the description down there. Just wanted to give a couple of shout outs. One to the guy who did this cover, who will not take credit. He doesn't want to be named. He doesn't want to take credit, but he had a lot to do with putting this book together. So right on, dude. I just give you some love like that. Right on, dude. Okay, so there you go. I don't want to paw through this. I did last night on Monday Madness. This is my grandson's copy, and I don't want to be messing it up anymore. So go watch last night's Monday Madness from about the 1 hour mark on, and you'll see inside the book and whatnot. This thing's beautiful, guys. $18.99. And look, trying to figure out what to charge for this was horrible because I did not want to undervalue the art and the work that these guys did. And it was like, well, what am I going to charge? $50, $25? And I figure, somewhere around the $20 mark for 40 pages was pretty good, right? So run on over to Amazon, get you one of these. As soon as I sell enough to have the money, I'm going to print up an exclusive run artist proof edition for everybody involved, so they all have a copy of this themselves. But we got to make some money first. I can't just print books. I'm a broke ass. If you want to buy some stuff from me, then I'll be able to. Friday night, we'll be starting a new sales show. We'll have some stuff up for sale. Help us out. We can help you out. All right. That's how this works. The bigger we get, the more we can promote, the more help we can give to you guys. So just keep pushing them buttons, yo. Keep pushing them buttons. Go get you some Goodbye to Romance. That's what I would do. I'm just saying. It's kind of what I would do. Y'all have a great day.
I'm curious, Bill. How'd a Missouri lawman end up all the way out here?
Back in '62, I rode with Grant and we went through Memphis on our way to Vicksburg. I remember thinking, Memphis is a nice town if it wasn't on fire. I wouldn't mind going back there. After the war, I moved home to Missouri and some damn fool talked me into being a lawman. I didn't see that coming, but I was good at it. Wearing a badge and cracking heads. I don't know, I just had an itch, man. Just felt like there was something else missing. Something else I wanted to do. So I came out here.
How'd you get to running with Shooter then?
I met Shooter in Chattanooga. In lieu of a court martial, he was on disciplinary leave. Most people didn't like Shooter, but we always got along pretty good. Sooner or later, every man's got to make a choice. On the back end of that choice is where a man finds out what he's made of.
In a world where sequels and prequels and derivative slop rule the TV and movie landscape, one magazine dares to make fun of them all. One mag to roast them all. One mag to troll them. One mag to break their balls. And in the ratings, roll them.
Cut!
Hi, I'm Lori Calcaterra from the Tuesday Morning Brew, and I have a hot take for you. My friends, I am tired of remix, reboot, recycle, sequel, prequel. Aren't you? Like, where is all the new stuff? I want to know what's new in comics, in movies, in novels, and music. But for that, my friend, you gotta go to indie. Here on the Tuesday Morning Brew, we like to go right to the source. I interview indie creators, writers, artists, musicians, novelists, actors, you name it. They're all on the show, and it helps us keep a pulse on what's new, what's poppin', and what people are passionate about. Join us on Roku every week and other platforms live on Tuesdays. And no matter if you're drinking coffee, tea, or the tears of your readers, make sure you tune in to the Tuesday Morning Brew.
Hi, this is Eddie Deason. Listen to the Madness Group, the greatest podcast on radio. I love the podcast. The Madness Group is my favorite show. I listen to it all the time. This is Eddie Deason saying hi on behalf of the Madness Group.
I don't know why, but you are watching the Madness Comic Network. Are you mental?